Hello! In this video I want to talk about the Healy and my 2 years that I'm spending and using this device. Haven't done a live in a while, and the last week I shared a little bit of how I was using it while a cold was developing. It's still a bit there. However, I think the combination of sunshine here in Bali, the Healy, also drinking lots of coconuts, is definitely helpful. I have been using the Healy very consistently, almost every day for the past 2 years. So I think by that you can already sense that I am a huge fan of this. However, I would say right in the beginning that even though I share it here now and then, it's not my main business. It's based on referrals. So for me, it was kind of a journey accepting that I'm a fan of this device and that I'm using it for many different things, some that I would share. For example, proactive. I use it for proactive, how can I say, prevention of certain things. So, if I feel a cold is coming, if I feel stress is coming, I also use it reactive. For example, when I feel the cold is there, what can I do? I use it in the now. For example, when I'm in the airplane and want to feel protected by whatever is in the air there. I also use it next to those are all examples of cell-based changes or cell-based transformation where the Healy supports. I also use it for energetic and energy healing. And that means, for example, it's about the mindset, or it's about supporting the aura, the energy field around me, my aura, my chakras, all these energetic usages. There are many studies about the Healy and about general the technology behind it. I am not so much interested in these numbers. I'm more interested in experiencing myself. If you speak human design, I am a 1-3 profile. So, I need to try it out, and then I dive deeper into the what and how. And for me, actually I started 2 years with working more with energy healing on all different levels. Back then I was in a theta healing training. I already had my 10 years of yoga meditation training and certification, so I was all in the world of energies. And I had, in that summer, my first deeper sitting with the plant medicine, and the big lesson that I learned from Mama, from Mama Aya, was that it's all about energies and frequencies. And I mean, you can hear that over and over again, right? Everything is energy, everything is frequencies. But that was a moment when I really felt it, and when I understood that the way that I look at my life and what I bring out and what I create and what I let enter my life will never be the same. And I will look at energies, and I will tune into energies. And I understood that I create with the energy of my thoughts, and I understood that I have an influence on relationships by the frequency of my voice and of my words, and the energy that we create together. So somehow it was a very, coming from different angles, a very dense time of exploring energy, and working with the Healy felt very natural to me, to use that to support my thoughts, my beliefs, my healing, my motivation, my focus, many different things. Coming back to my little disclaimer, the business model of Healy, without going too deep, but I mean, it's based on referrals. You cannot get it without a referral link. And I think there's lots of logic and reasoning behind it, but I do and still have certain beliefs around this way of selling. So it doesn't come easy for me to promote it, and at the same time I am such a huge fan of it. And the way I've gotten around to accept this was to allow myself the time to really experience it first before I even start promoting this, and second, to stick up for, well, to stand out with my values, right, with how I go out with this device. Because back then I was the referral person that I was working with was very new, and that meant that there was no way of answering all my questions. So when I started using it, I was very lost, and so to say, it was a hype back then, and there was not a lot of educational material. It was overwhelming. It was too much all at once. So it felt awkward to me to immediately enter this world of selling while I have no experience and no guidance in my background. Nobody that I can turn to, nobody that can help me. So it was, from the business side, it felt so unaligned. It felt so not right. And so I kept quiet and was just using it for my own purpose. And it was interesting because while I was using it, it was the summer of 21, people were commenting on, they noticed an energy shift in me. They noticed how I showed up differently, be it online but also offline. And if you have been following me for a while, it was the year that I was going through a breakup, that I was dislocating, so trying out new places where I wanted to live. So many things were very unstable in my life. And at the same time, I was showing up stable inside myself. And I think there were many reasons why that is, also because I am a very stable, grounded person. But I had the support of be it the plant medicine in the summer and the Healy that I was using as well. And if you want to know more about this experience, there's no recommendation to go all deep on this. Please reach out. But that was just a little bit of what I was going through in that time and what supported me in my journey. So the other week when I was sharing the Healy, a few of you commented and wanted to know more about my experience. So I decided I'd do this live and will post it in my reels. I made some notes, so I want to make sure that I am talking and touching about all different points. So to this day, I'm using it daily, almost daily. Sometimes there are days where I forget it, but usually it's there, running 3 times per day, something like that. The way you use it is you press on here, and then on your phone, which is here right now, so I cannot show you, there is an app. It's the pink Healy app, where you choose the program that you would want to run. And there is hundreds of programs, from sleep improvement to digestion improvement to defense for your immunity system to just, bringing your body more into balance with the Gold series, which is my go-to series. And also what I talked about from the meridian or energy point programs for the chakras. I'm using the throat chakra quite often in preparation for a conversation or a talk or a workshop. What are my go-to programs, or the ones I love the most? So I love the Gold series, and there's something called Balance or Pure. So just, to kind of keep myself in a high level of energy and kind of recalibrate. I love these programs. They are my go-to programs, and they are also recommended as the go-to programs. I love the, I once joined I think it's called Magical Wednesday. So you can, when you are part of Healy, you can join some free calls and you get lots of information. Again, overload. So, it's also about choosing your mentor so that you don't get spammed with notifications, but really get what you need in your journey. Therefore, the referral or the money that goes towards the person referring you, it's actually money for the time and energy that they are going to mentor you in your experience. There was a question I received: if you get a Healy, are you immediately part of the selling program? No, you are not. You can choose, and generally, if you have a Healy, you are just customer, and you can choose if you also want to become a reseller and create a business model around this. So you can choose. Then I also really love, I was joining this Wednesday call, and they were sharing more insights on the coherence program, which was something that until that point it didn't make, the name didn't make any sense for me. That's a part of these programs. You read the title and you don't necessarily get instantly what you can actually use it for, all the different use cases. And that's what, for me, 1-3 profile is very exciting, because I can experience, I can, try and error myself. I can tune in with my intuition and see if I feel that this program is going to serve me. And in that call, they were sharing how the coherence, strengthens the belief in yourself, self-belief, self-love, courageously going out there. And back then, I was just starting out with modern couples. I was in Portugal, everything again so unstable, and to find stability in myself was the biggest foundation, the biggest game changer I could possibly have. So to get that support and each day run the coherence program, really, it supported me. And whether it was to every day set the intention that I'm showing up for myself with all my power, or whether it was really the frequencies here, impacting the cells of the body. For me, it didn't matter, because it did the job. For me, it helped me throughout every day, without pretending. It felt so deeply true. And I am using the coil most of the times, which is this little device that, can I show it here? That transmits the frequencies inside the Healy on all cells in the body, but more on a generalistic approach. You can also use the applicators like these, and you might know these even from doctor's offices, because you make these wet with water, and then you put it around your wrists or around your ankle. You have to use both, and then you feel a little tingling sensation, right? And you can put the intensity from 15 to 100% according to what you like, and you can really feel the electric frequencies penetrate your body. So I was playing with using the coil and the applicators, and see how the impact changed. I will also often use the defense program, as well as the protection program, to protect myself from electrosmog, from energies, from bacteria, from viruses, from if I have to go into an emotional situation, there might also be protection, just to stay true to myself, to stay open, and at the same time not let anything enter that I don't want. So I was also using the sleep program regularly, frequently. Not using it now anymore. I feel like many of these areas are super balanced by now. The chakras program, and I would look into the monthly season and see what I need today, what is recommended for the season. Like, for example, when it was let's say when it was winter season, do more of the protection and digestion. When it was fall, more of digestion. When it was spring, more of maybe energy and balance, not to give too much energy into this. And maybe in summer or relaxation time, let the relaxation program run. They also have a program for menstruation, and then you can actually put adapters with a little sticky that's also part of the package directly on the womb, and feel it there, or on the back, which is also really nice. Sometimes I let run the skin program. Summertime, when you have a sunburn, I will let run the skin program. I mean, the body is 80% water, The skin is the largest organ. It makes sense for me that, that there is so much water, so many cells, that it reacts to energy frequency penetration. When I work, I will use it to focus. I will use it to get things done, and I will also use sometimes the coaching tool. So far I was talking mainly about proactive, reactive, cell-based programs, but they also have programs that target your energy field, and they are started from the so-called Blue app. And the Blue app, you can choose for yourself and for potential coaching clients, which is what I love. Also to use it for other people. You can do a resonance analysis or an aura analysis. And you hold the device, or you connect with the energy of a person, and then you get an analysis of their aura or what is currently going on in their body. And you actually receive a report afterwards that tells you some of the top themes that they are going through, some of them subconscious, some of them conscious. And to me, it has been mind-blowing to see what it was analyzing for me. And as coach, it's such a nice addition to use it for yourself and others, to sometimes pinpoint some of the blind spots. And I mean, you can just verify it and check and see where it's leading you. And then from the Blue app, you can start what they call, I think, vibration, where based on the analysis, they come up with programs that target your energy field. And you just say, let it run. And then for 1 minute to 60 minutes, this program runs and penetrates your energy field, thereby your thoughts and how you're feeling around yourself, and whether or not are supporting your journey in healing of some of the themes. And if you are new to energy healing, this might sound super crazy and funky. However, you don't need to believe in it in order to experiment with it. And if you are interested, send me a DM, and we can play and experiment with it together and see how I can send some energy over to you. It can help manifesting. I know people that are using that to support their mantras, their daily mantras. And what else? Those were some of the biggest things that I wanted to say. Some call it the medicine of the astronauts, imagining that if you are in one of those capsules being sent up to space, you don't have a whole clinic with you, you don't have the whole medical support with you, so you choose what to take along. And for me, I always take this on wherever I go, because I know that it will definitely support whatever I go through, whether it is, that I am feeling a virus coming up, whether it is even if I have an accident, I will use this to support my healing program process, and I will obviously still go to the doctor, right? It's an addition in that case. Some use it for supporting their dietary changes, and what else? So much. For me, I think in the last 2 years, you have seen my journey from breakup to moving to different places, to building a business, to growing my social media presence, going out there more and more, standing up for the unapologetic, strong feminine that is leading with integrity, heart-centered. On this journey, I have many tools supporting me to tap into that energy and to show up like this each day with commitment, also with vulnerability, and raising and inspiring the standards here. So yes, in that way it helped me a lot. At least I feel like it does, and that's why I also want to share this story and give it out there. If you look at the prices, it starts, I think, I don't even know the most recent prices. The gold edition starts probably around 400, 500 euros. And then the more advanced versions with more programs, that's usually the difference. It looks the same, it's just the variety of the programs that are offered. They usually start then at 1,500 and it goes up to something like that. The battery was just notifying me that the battery is running out. All right, so they do have every month a promotion, which is part of the selling process. And again, not a huge fan of that, but there are certain months that I recommend more than others to get a Healy if you want one. And for example, it's when the resonance or the professional are at sale, or when you get a coil, this one for free. Those are my favorite months to get a Healy, because yes, you do need a coil, and resonance till higher is usually the most fun. And what else? Oh yeah, for all my theta healers. I mean, if you are in the theta healing world or working with energy, I mean, this is the support for the journey, or for what you are doing. So I love having the device on when I meditate, when I do a theta healing. It feels like it's supporting my frequency, my vibration. Sometimes I have binaural beats when around me, and music on when I have it run, and try to connect with all frequencies around me, within me, supporting me. I also, like to tune into a theta brainwave state of mind, and also, visualize what I want to manifest. For example, a healing, or a launch of a program. So it's all intertwined, and it's what I love the most, to connect different methods and then create a whole new thing, which is kind of like the Marcella spin and all things that I do, combining methods and putting that together, bringing that out there. So okay, with that I want to wrap up. I think this is all I wanted to share on the Healy for now. If you are interested, I will send this one out to the people that wanted to know more about Healy. Hit me up, send me a message, let's talk about it, whether it is that you want to use it for yourself, or whether it is that you want to explore it for your business. It's, for me, it's a side thing, and at the same time, MG13, it's never a side thing. If I love it, I have to dive deep into this. And there is, oh my gosh, the inner witch in you will love this. For the inner witch, for the inner shaman, especially. These are fun tools with so much power to add on to your practice, and you can use it to put it around the water that you are using to create your medicine. You can use it to change the vibration in your sacred space, in your room. I have this on when I do a ceremony, to bring that energy there, and kind of I magnify it. I'm a curious, playful being. I love combining all these methods. All right, so that's it. Gonna end it here now. One thing, like the one thing that most often breaks is the clip here. So usually I would wear it like this because I can't clip it on my shirt. The clip broke. It happened to me before. I had to send it in. I don't know if it was a new device or if they were able to repair it, but I hope that eventually they will find a more sustainable clip that lasts longer, because it's amazing to just clip it everywhere. All right, take care. And bye-bye. If you liked it, leave a like, send me a DM if you want to join, and have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.